from I Am Energy. Really apologize for the lighting. I have to record it at night, unfortunately, for today. Like the video said, I'm gonna let all of you decide whether you think it's having to do with Mandela effects or parallel dimensions or even time traveling. So this event happened a few days back, or maybe about a week or so back. For obvious safety reasons, I'm gonna try to avoid sharing too much of details about the event, but I'll get you the main parts of the whole thing that happened. So one night I went to a music entertainment place, and at the end of the event, when people were coming out, I saw three or four ladies, which is actually not important, maybe 3 or 4 or 5. The main thing was there was one lady in that group. She was a blonde lady, not necessarily about my age, a little older than me, maybe about 5-10 years older than me. And I saw them getting into a car, but before that happened, I smelled some kind of a musk, if I'm saying the right word or not, some kind of a smell. It's not necessarily, I would say, it was humid. It's a humid day or humid night that time. I wouldn't say it's like a smell of sweat as occurs from humidity or like a hot night or whatnot. But it was, when you're going out somewhere and just walking around on the outside for some time, even if you're not sweating, you go back home, and if anyone else is already in the home, you have that smell. It's just the smell of outside. I don't know how to explain it. If any of you have already experienced this, you'll know. Otherwise, it's hard to explain it. But it's not a smell of sweat. It's just, when people are standing outside for some time, when you go back in, it's the smell of the weather, so to speak. So I left the place. I'm on my way to downtown to go to another place. It was one of those nights, I think it was a Friday or Saturday night, I believe. So, like I said, I go to downtown, and then I come back to the place or the area in the town that I live, a little away from downtown, and I'm going through one of the alleyways to, I guess you could say, avoid traffic, because I'm not sure if it was a busy night, but I just remember I was driving through one of the alleyways, and I noticed, I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you how I noticed one of the things, but I had my car parked in one of the locations around there, visiting another place. And I noticed this lady trying to get a ride, I guess on an Uber. She looked pretty nervous. This happened roughly about an hour later, after I left that music entertainment location. So I noticed her seemed a little nervous, because it was slightly dark, not that well lit. But when I saw her face in the light, it looked like it was that same blonde lady that I saw at the music entertainment place earlier. So I thought maybe, maybe she lives around that area. Maybe, you know, although I don't believe in coincidences, I thought it's interesting. So maybe she came back. You never know. With the rest of the group and got ready or whatnot. It could happen. You never know. 1 hour is enough time, I guess, to come back and get ready for some other events. So, like I said, she looked like the same lady that I saw at the music entertainment side, only now in a different dress. After that, not too far along that night, this is why it's a little crazy. The next part, I go to, I wouldn't say it was too early, but it was also not too late at night after that. Second part of the event occurred when I saw this lady the second time. I go to the shopping store, like a chain shopping store, to get some food for the house for the week. And this is where things got a little too interesting. Oh, I almost forgot. So the second time also when I saw this lady, I smelled that same smell that I smelled when I saw her the first time. It was like a musky smell that's, it's the same smell from, like, as if it's from outside. Mind you, I'm not standing outside my car. I may have had my door open or my window open for some time, but I wasn't outside that long. Actually, I don't think for the second event I was even outside any time. I was still in my car when this happened, when the second part of the event happened. So I smelled the same musky smell or outdoor smell that I smelled the first time. So I thought, she was standing outside maybe also for some time, waiting for this bride, Uber or whatnot. So third part of the event, like I said, I was at the shopping store. I got done with my shopping. I'm at the counter. And I think, got done paying the bills for the stuffs I bought. Lo and behold, see the same lady again. She looked exactly like the lady during the first part of the event and the second part of the event. And only this time, unlike the first two times when she had her hair not loose. I don't know how to explain this. Her hair wasn't all the way down. It was pulled up, and basically with a knot and with a band and whatnot. It wasn't pulled all the way. It wasn't loose all the way. Only this time, her hair was all the way down, but she was wearing a totally different type of clothing. I guess like if like a formal wear with a formal pant, formal coat, and a formal shirt, so to speak. And she had that same musky or outdoor smell, just like the other two times I saw the lady earlier. And she looked really nervous. And I wouldn't say crazy. Well, the second time I saw this lady, she looked a little nervous, which was kind of explanatory. It was a little dark, She's trying to get into this car for the ride. Not a lot of people in that area. On this third time, it was inside the shop. And she looked lost. and crazy, as if she's trying to find out something. She looked very agitated and having some kind of an anxiety, really nervous, and she's trying to figure out something around the paying counter or whatnot. So I think after I got done, I was checking my bills on the receipt. By that time, I saw she already got done with her shopping and is about to leave hurriedly out of the store. So the next thing, I wouldn't say I was scared or anything. I was just a little shocked, even though it was very interesting. I wouldn't say funny, but it was, like I said, all of these are wonderful experiences. So she's right in front of me, getting out of the door of the shopping place. She literally gets out of the door. I'm right behind her. The door, I think, closes, opens up. I go out. She's gone. Literally gone. I mean, I'm looking on my left and my right, up front. She's literally gone. I'm like, what just happened? So, I really don't know what exactly happened that night. Whether it was a person who was traveling, whether I was experiencing a Mandela effect of 3 different parts on the same night, or whether it had to do with parallel dimensions, opening and closing at the same time. I just don't know what happened that night, really. Especially after that last part of the event happened, I was lost. And it wasn't like it wasn't well lit or something. The place was well lit. Just like you can, I guess, see right now. I'm at a shopping center right now. So it was kind of well lit, like this place here. But it was very interesting what happened. I'm sorry I couldn't share too many details about the different places or the exact locations that I visited. Just for safety purposes, although I know once this video is out there, you know, everything is pretty much public. But at any rate, you know, it's not like that's one of the reasons I wanted to avoid too much details. Also, maybe it might be a safety, it can work as a safety net for whoever that individual was. She didn't look like she was doing anything negative. So, but I wanted to put out this video out there. There's a lot of interesting things that have been happening and are still happening. Keep your eyes open. That's all I can say. Just like I told you guys about clairvoyance, you know, the universe is always giving us clue, and even to this day, it started happening more frequently recently, especially if I meditate. If sometimes I don't get to meditate on a daily basis. I'm a human being too. I try to, but sometimes if I don't get to meditate on a daily basis, I don't feel that clairvoyance a lot. You have to calm yourself down, calm your mind down as much as possible. And being on a meditative state, I think I was seeing this video on YouTube. I have to look that up. I don't recall exactly which video it was, but one of the individuals was saying that we are always in a meditative state. We just don't probably consider them as meditative state. Whenever you're focused onto something, or like, you know, a lot of people you'll see are just staring and not giving attention to anything else. That's also considered a meditative state. We just have to make sure whenever we're on a meditative state, we are focused into something that we really want to be focused on, and something that is positive. You know, it's a universal law. Whatever you give out, or give in, you'll get out of it the same. If you put something negative out, you'll get something negative in return. It doesn't have to be the same night, the same day, the same minute, the same second, but it will happen. And same thing for positive. That's why the more you do positive, the more positive things will be in your life. The more positive things will happen in your life, whether it's part of you, well, all of it is part of us. As I said earlier, that we're all connected. But the more you do positive, the more positive attributes you will attract to your life and yourself. So keep that in mind. I wanted to share this very interesting story. I was planning to do it. I haven't been getting a lot of time, especially with this seasonal allergy that I have. I've been telling my body to heal itself, or that it's already healed on a daily basis, and it's been helping a little. And today it helped. It was Saturday, so I decided to sleep a little more even. And in the later part of the morning, and slept a few hours in the afternoon, which I usually don't. But I felt a little tired today. Played with my kids a little in the morning, and then just decided to take a small nap. So that helped, and plus the humidity has risen. So that helped with the allergies a little. And just I'm praying. I know with all of your supports and prayers, I'll heal soon enough as well. Although I do believe that all of this are part of the wonderful experiences that we're having in our lives. So I take these experiences as something that's positive. So keep that in mind. Stay positive, stay safe, stay cautious, but stay open to everything. Keep an open mind. Pay attention as much as possible to everything around you. But try not to focus on something negative or something you deem or feel is negative. If you start feeling that something seems to be negative, show your respect. As I said, we're all extensions of one another. Show respect to whatever event it is, or if it's some kind of being or whatnot that you might see. Show your respect. You don't have to speak it out loud. You can say it from your mind, or actually from your heart. I usually say peace to you and thank you as well. And you can try something like that or something similar, and then move on to some other thing that you might be able to do, or some other event or some other place. So stay positive and take everything as a wonderful experience. Nothing more. Don't take it any more than a really wonderful experience for which we, I believe, are in this life. In the many holy books that we have come to know by this time, a lot of them say these things. Then, maybe they say about heaven and hell, but one thing for sure most of them say, if not all, that this is a temporary place. And now science has started to prove that this is no more than a simulation, which basically is resonating the same meaning, which is this is a temporary place. It's something where we are right now to have an experience. And just focus on that. have a wonderful time. Whenever, whatever, wherever. Before I forget, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. Please also turn on your notification bell so you can stay up to date about the future videos that I'll be posting on this channel. And feel free to email me at goodnessforallbeings@gmail.com. I'll be providing the link to that email or that email address in the description of this video, like I started doing in the previous videos as well. Especially if you have something private to share. If not, feel free to share it in the comment section. And I really appreciate that within this short time, even though most of the videos that I've been posting, or some of the videos I've been posting, have been getting a few hundred views, which I still appreciate a lot, that within this short time I've been getting quite a few comments, quite a lot of comments from all of you. But that's pretty much it for now. Until next time, this is MK, and we are all energies. Take care.